in honor of it being my birthday today, my 25th birthday, I wanted to build myself a birthday cake house in The Sims. I decided I could go one of two ways. I could either do a birthday cake interior where the shell of the house looks like a birthday cake, but it's flat, like from a bird's eye view it looks like a birthday cake, or I could do one that's three-dimensional and, you know, has multiple levels. So I think I'm gonna go with the tier option, and we're going to start by adding some wall trim. This is only, or not wall trim, but friezes. These friezes are only available for medium and tall wall height. Unfortunately, we have to use some medium walls for this. I chose this yellow and white trim to look like frosting, and then I added some balloon lights that we have that are actually base game. I totally forgot about those, wasn't even thinking about it, and then went into the lights section because I knew I wanted to use these candle looking lights from the City Living expansion pack as birthday candles on top, and then I saw the balloon lights and I was like, oh, those are perfect. So threw those on there, and then I found a rainbow light that kind of looks like a cake topper. That one is from Ciboulette, I think. My French isn't great. It's actually non-existent. So she's a French custom content creator. Anywho, I downloaded a birthday pack from Ciboulette off of CurseForge because I don't have anything birthday themed in my custom content library or Sims 4 base game. Those balloons really did surprise me. I always skip over them. In what worlds, like why are they included in the base game? In what world would you use those in a build? They're hideous for any other purpose. I mean, they work great for this purpose, but like you wouldn't put that in a house. I mean, I wouldn't. Here I am struggling with some rounded walls, and the struggle only begins now. I can probably count on my hand, on a single hand, the number of times I've built with round walls, and that is for a reason, because they are notoriously buggy and just shitty to work with, shitty to build. Of course, I decided to build an entirely round build for the birthday cake. I guess I could have done a rectangular cake, but rectangular says Costco cake, and round tiers says Instagram chef boutique. It is what it is. Listen, I don't make the rules. I wanted everything to be pink on the exterior with a little touch of yellow to break it up, and white. This is my Pinterest girly, you know, little heart cake with like the cherries all over it. When you type into Pinterest, like cute little pink heart cake. That's what I wanted this to be, except it's not in the shape of heart, but you get what I mean. I was way more excited to do the exterior of the house than the interior. I had no idea what I wanted to put on the inside of this house. Originally, I was thinking it could be a cake bakery shop because it's shaped like a cake. That would make sense that they sell cakes there. I realized it would be a nightmare to put kitchen counters along rounded walls, and I wasn't gonna do that to myself. Like, working with rounded walls is hard enough. I wasn't gonna try and put counters and straight edges along curved walls. So I scratched that and decided that I would just make it a party venue. There is no bathroom, no bed, and no kitchen in this build. But listen, I never said it was going to be functional. I set out to do this purely for the decorative aspect. I have plenty of other builds up on the gallery that are functional, so whatever, this one's just for fun. It's my birthday. I'm allowed to have a silly little build that's not functional at all and adds nothing to my Sims lives if I want to. I skipped over a lot of what I did on the exterior because I will go through and change that once I get the interior figured out. I realized that there are other pieces I have in my custom content library that would fit this better and fit the vision of what I was thinking in my mind for it. So I do go back and fix that, like the landscaping, all of that. It'll change. The windows I use for this build are base game. I do think that they're hideous, but because I'm working with those cursed curved walls, only certain windows work on a curved wall. At least in the base game, we have like a window that works on a curved wall. I have a couple in my CC library that would also work for the curved wall, but didn't fit the vibe of this build. I wanted it to be more like cutesy, cottagey-ish. The curved windows that I have are giant modern picture frame windows, so that wasn't gonna work. I had to go with these ones. Plus they had a pink swatch on them and everything in here is pink, so I guess that works. Most of the birthday decor, like the cake, the balloons on the wall, and the streamers, and anything that looks like a unicorn is from Ciboulette's Unicorn Birthday Collection. I'm much more of a Maxis Match CC user. Ciboulette's CC is kind of in between Alpha and Maxis Match, in my opinion. I only download downloaded it for the purpose of this birthday build. I have used a few of their other CC collections before. Oh my god, they are grinding. Like, they pump out CC kits non-stop. It feels like they have so many in their backlog, or they've just been doing it for a really long time. If you're a fan of this style and this look, then I would definitely check them out. If you're much more into Maxis Match, maybe it's not a great CC creator to download from. As for the layout of this room, I had no idea what kind of activities and things I wanted to put in here. I knew that I wanted a photo op wall of sorts, or at least a buffet side table with some sweet treats, an area for presents, a specific table for cake, and then some tables for your Sims guests to sit at. These tables are from Pierre Sim's Precious Promises. Actually, no, not Pierre Sim. That, I believe, is Felix Andre's oh my god, I can't say it. Precious Promises. Can I be completely honest here? I hate the way that the interior turned out. I think it's so ugly and tacky. Sometimes tacky can be a good thing. Like, there's a right way to do tacky. I think this is an ugly tacky. That's just my personal opinion. It's not my best work. Again, I was much more excited for the exterior and had a very clear vision of what the exterior was gonna look like. And then I got to the interior and I was like, well, shit, I don't know. So I was just kind of throwing things up on the wall, really throwing anything in the inventory that screamed birthday. It went in the room. And now in hindsight, I'm like, this would have been a great opportunity to use one of the karaoke machines from City Living, because they're so giant, I can never fit them in my builds. And also, like, why would you put I mean, if you're Filipino, you would have a karaoke machine in your house. I do. But I think majority of just an average Sims build, you're not going to put a karaoke machine in there. So regrets, but it's too late now. I am not gonna go load back in and fuck around with these rounded walls. There are these framed cake paintings in the catalog that you can unlock through the food critic career in City Living, and so I found those in the catalog, threw those up on the wall because it makes sense. At this point, I was like, okay, the exterior is not doing what I thought it was going to, and it's not looking how I thought it was going to, so I need to fix this. I found some balloon, like, streamer swoosh things, I don't know, from another career unlockable, but their base game. I put those all around the exterior to mimic frosting swooshes, and then I realized I have these wall decals from Felix Andre's Paris collection, which are meant to mimic the, like, sculptural details that you see on Parisian buildings, and they come in a pink swatch. It fit too perfectly. I put those along the bottoms of the windows on the first floor, and then on the second floor there's another type of, like, swag swoosh thing. I'm so horrible at explaining that, but you can see on the screen what I'm doing, and it looks so much like frosting, and so that really made me happy, and I was like, okay, yes, this is exactly what I was picturing in my mind. It brings me so much joy that it's coming to life here. I moved the rainbow decal cake topper up to the top in between all the faux candles. Those are the lights from City Living. The floor lamps just sized down, and then moved the balloons down to by the front door. I added some wall sconces for lighting by the front door. Those are also from the Paris collection, and then that's pretty much it for this build, you guys. I add some, you know, exterior details. This could have been on a way smaller lot than it is right now. I just loaded into this one because I had those two birthday shells on the same lot and couldn't pick between which one I wanted to do at first. I think this is on like a 30 by 40. It does not need to be that big. I'm going to end the voice over here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was really fun for me to build, and it's nice to, you know, step out of your comfort zone and just do something silly. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be celebrating my birthday, and I will be back on Monday with another speed build for you guys. If you like this one, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots.